Hi, boys and girls. This is Mr. Slates coming to you, and we are ready to start Logic of English Lesson 3. So what I want to do is review our sounds today. We're not going to review all our sounds A to Z. We're going to review just our vowels and our letters that have more than one sound. So let's go ahead. You say them. I'll put up my fingers. Ready? Start with A. Nice. I want to give you a tip with this one. So we go you, oo, and then Does that make sense? You, oo, Hopefully that helps. Start with ya. 2 sounds. K. 2 sounds. Okay, here's our sounds from last week. I say, you repeat. Say v, e, k. Oops, we forgot some. Say both sounds. S. Nice. And then last one. Nice. Qua. Okay, I have some new sounds to introduce you to today. Some of these are ones that you're familiar with because you learned these way back in kindergarten or maybe even preschool, but some of them have some new sounds that you may not know. This one, you all know this one. What's the sound? Yes, shh, like be quiet, right? This one actually has 3 sounds. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 fingers on it. I think of it as a triangle. Here's an E, here's an A. Here's your 3 sounds. Say E, A. Say it. E, A. Does that make sense? E, A. Now look at the back of my card. E like eat. A like bread. A like steak. Oh, I like steak. Okay? Now the A is not very common. There's not many words that have that A sound. But you need to know, especially for words like bread, dead, that kind of thing. Next one. Say like her. We give you that clue, her, because there's lots of different ways to make the sound in English. So you need a clue to go along with this one. This is the of her. Anyone know this one? What's the sound? Or. Okay? So this is This is or. Do you hear the sound in both of these? Now look closely at both of these phonograms. Can you tell, is there a vowel or a consonant at the beginning of each of these phonograms? Vowel or consonant? It's a vowel. So these are vowel phonograms. But we have a new term we need to introduce. Okay? So last week we talked about the difference between long vowels and short vowels. So I'm going to write a simple word up here. And I'm also going to put a little symbol over the top to see if you can remember the difference between long vowels versus short vowels. Here's my word cat. And notice I put a little smiley face over the top because I'm so happy all the time. Okay? And this is late. And notice I put a line because my mouth is going like this in a big long line. Okay? So can anyone remember? Is this short or is this long? This is short. Yep, my mouth goes up like this in a smiley face. It's short. It's making its first sound. Does that make sense? First sound. Short or long? This is long because it's making its name. It's making its second sound, which is its name. I want to introduce you to a new word or a new kind of vowel. When vowels have R's at the end of them, any phonogram that has a vowel and then there's an R, we call that R-controlled. Can you say that? R-controlled. It's like the R is controlling the vowel and it's making it say the sound way more than anything else. So look, I say not and I say or. Now in this one, we can hear the O, can't we? But in this one, the R is way controlling that E. So it's like and this one is or. So these are both R control vowels. Make sense? Thumbs up if you understand. Really quick, last time through, let's go through it one last time. Say E, A. Say sh. Say or. Say Nice job. Okay, Now we're going to talk about syllables again. Remember, syllables are kind of like the rhythm in our words. And they're made because our mouth is what when there's a vowel? Open. Yes. Our mouth opens with vowels and closes with consonants, and opens in vowels with closes with consonants. So it sort of creates like a rhythm. Now, I came into your rooms and I taught you to take your fingers and put it under your chin and say words. And you should be able to figure out the number of syllables based on the number of times your chin goes down, okay? So like chick-en, my chin goes down twice. There's another way you can do it that I'm going to teach you today, and you can choose whatever you want to do, but it's humming, okay? So look, if I take and I hum the word chicken, so I'm thinking chicken in my head, but I'm humming it with my mouth, and I go, mm-mm. Do you see how I feel the 2 beats of that word? It's like chick-en, okay? So there's 2 ways that you can tell how many syllables are in a word. You can take your hand and put it like this, chicken, and go like that and feel it. You can hum it, Some of you are clapping it, chicken. Some of you are bumping it, chicken. Whatever you need to do to figure out the number of syllables, that's really going to help you when you go to spell words. But you know what else is going to help? All of what you're learning with all of these phonograms, if you can figure out the number, if you can know, the phonograms plus the number of syllables, it will help you spell words. I want you to take a look at my list over here, and I'm going to give you some hints. I'm going to move closer. Do you see these words over here? Notice how I put my vowels in one color and my consonants in a totally different color. I did that because here's another way we can figure out how many syllables are in a word. We can look at our vowels, okay? Now, in our first word, sheep, there are 2 vowels, right? But what did we learn? Those 2 vowels go together. So that stands as 1. That's 1 phonogram saying E. So sheep, let's try it. Sheep. 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 How many syllables? Uno, 1, right? That's only 1, even though there's 2 vowels, because those 2 vowels work together to make that 1 sound. So I'm actually going to go and underline that because that's making 1 sound. Now let's look at our next word, hunter. Now, just looking at that word, I see vowel, vowel. So let's confirm whether or not that has 2 syllables. Try it. Hunter. 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 How many syllables? Dos. Yes, 2. Hunter. Nice. Now, some of you have no idea what this word is, but you should be able to figure out how many syllables there are because you can count the vowels. So can you see these colored vowels? How many syllables are in that word? You should have said 4. Look. Un, for, give, ing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look, that OR is an R-controlled vowel. Because it's R. The R is trying to control the O and make that sound. Okay? And the last one is the one we did before. Can you see the 2 vowels? Vowel, vowel. Let's confirm. Chicken. Chicken. Dos. It's 2, right? So look at that. If I don't put my hand under here, if I don't hum, if I don't clap, if I don't tap, I can still look at the word and figure out the number of syllables because I am looking at the number of vowels. Where you need to be careful is with vowels that go together with another letter to make a new phonogram, like and E and or. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Okay, a couple new rules today. We're going to review some rules. I'm on the lookout, boys and girls, for my blue cue card, which is my rule card. I have no idea where it is. It's like the case of the missing blue card. I need you to find it. So I have a white one. So hopefully you remember this. This says Q always needs a U. Say it. Nice. This is also from the first week. We learned that to make a noun plural, we're supposed to add the ending S unless the word hisses, ch, sh, x, or z, and then we change it to an ES. So most of the time vowels like dogs, cats, or dog, cat, table, pencil, we just add an S to the end to make it plural, meaning more than one. This is our rule from last week. So let me say it, you repeat. Say CK is used only after a single vowel, which says it's short sound, right? Some of us went over this last week. So if you didn't, you can pause the button. You can move beyond me at this point. But what this says is Z, never S, spells Z at the beginning of a base word or at the beginning of a word. So say Z, never S, spells Z at the beginning of a base word. And what that means is you're never going to find the S at the beginning of a word going Z. That's only the Z's job. Make sense? You know how S can go S or Z? Never the S will be at the beginning when you hear that Z sound. Okay? Makes sense? 2 new rules. Let's go over 2 new rules. This is kind of a tricky one, so I'm going to say it, but then I'm going to explain it. It says SH spells sh at the beginning of a base word and at the end of a syllable. SH never spells sh at the beginning of any syllable after the first one, except for the ending ship. Oh my gosh. What did that even say, Mr. Slates? I don't get it. Okay, so basically, look. If you hear that sh sound at the beginning or the end of a word, it's going to be the SH. It has to be. Now, if you hear sh in the middle of a word, like nation, or electrician, or division, or multiplication, or addition, it's not going to be the SH. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you're going to find that out later. So basically, SH goes sh at the beginning of words, at the end of words, but never in the middle of words unless it's something with the word ship. Make sense? Okay, one more rule, boys and girls. Let's look at this one. Do you see how you see an A, an E, an O, and U? Let me say the rule and you repeat. We say A, E, O, U, A, E, O, U. Usually say their name at the end of a syllable, at the end of a syllable. What that means is at the end of a syllable, these vowels are going to say their name or their long sound. And right now, I have recorded a video that I want you to watch about me exploring whether or not I can find any examples of these in our school. So sit back and watch. Okay, we're here in front of the Mona Lisa picture to talk about...
It's not the Mona Lisa, Mr. Slates, it's the Mona Lisa.
No, I think it's the Mona Lisa, right?
No, it's the Mona Lisa.
Oh, is this our new rule? Are you ready, guys?
A, E, O, U can say your name at the end of a syllable.
Okay, today we're here at Music class because
What?
we want to go...
It's music.
It's music? Hit it.
A, E, O, U, say their name at the end of a syllable.
Okay, we're here at the computer lab today
What?
to talk about...
Mr. Slate, it's not computer lab.
What is it?
Computer.
Oh, hit it. A, E, O, U, say their name at the end of a syllable.
Hit it. A, E, O, U, say their name at the end of a syllable.
Okay, we're here today because we need to learn about peanuts, and it says nah peanuts.
Wait, it's no peanut.
Oh, hit it.
A, E, O, U, say their name at the end of a syllable.
Wasn't that fun, boys and girls? So again, here's the rule. I'll say it, you repeat. Say A, E, O, U, A, E, O, U. Usually say their name at the end of a syllable. At the end of a syllable. So let's check out some words behind me so we can explore that a little bit more, okay? Let me read the words and you figure out, is the vowel in that word, is it a short sound or a long sound? The long sound, remember, is its name. Hat, bed, dog, tub. What sound are those vowels making? Are they short or are they long? You should hear a short sound, right? Ah, aw, and So what am I going to put over the top of those vowels to show that they're short? Yeah, that's smiley face. So watch. Ah, aw, and We call this a closed syllable, boys and girls. Because see how the vowel is closed in? On either side, there is a consonant, right? The vowel is closed in with consonants. So because it's closed, it's going to make its short sound, aw, or Does that make sense? It's closed in, so it's going to make a short sound. Now these words right here, let's explore these. Table, bee, no, computer. What sound are those vowels making? Are they making a long or a short sound? You should say long, right? So I'm going to put a line over the top of my vowels in these words because they're making their long sound. Now, when a vowel makes its long sound, it's called an open syllable. See how it's kind of open? Table. The A is at the end of the syllable, so it's making its name. B. The B is at the end of the E is at the end of a word, but it's also at the end of the syllable. No. O is at the end of the syllable. Compute. There's that U. It's at the end of the syllable. So these are called open syllables because the vowel is open because it's at the end of the syllable and it can say its name. That's why I have my Superman on. It can say its name. It can say A, it can say E, it can say O, and it can say U. Last thing. Today you're going to go into your student workbooks, and there's lots of different things you can do to get yourself ready for the words we're going to do tomorrow. On this page, you're going to sort these vowels into single letter, remember that means one, multi-letter, meaning more than one, or R-controlled. And remember that R-controlled means it has an sound with it. On the next page, you can explore these vowels. So it says you can highlight the vowels. So you can do what you want. You in your classrooms, you can highlight, you can circle, and then you're supposed to find the number of syllables and write the number of syllables. On this page, you're supposed to read each word and then mark the vowels as short or long. So wet, we're going to mark with our smiley face because it's making its short sound, whereas we is saying its name because it's at the end of a syllable. So it's saying its name, so we're going to put a line over the top. The last thing you can do to explore is this page. It says read the word, highlight the vowels, mark each single letter vowel as short or long. So you're supposed to mark the vowels with either your smiley face if they're short, or the line if they're long. I know that's a lot of information to take in today, boys and girls. I promise some of the words that we're going to review this week are going to be great at helping you to practice these long and these short vowels. So see you again until next time.